Good morning, children. Welcome to class 6 IIT Chemistry. Children, this is recorded class. Today I'm not going to conduct live class. I'm sending you this recorded class because of some reason. But the next class surely will be the live class only. So as it is a recorded class, you have to listen the complete video starting to end and follow it. Okay, so let's start the class. Children, in the previous class we discussed a worksheet of concept 1, that also 8 question, total 10 questions we already discussed, and from 10 to 15 I gave the homework. So let's discuss remaining 11 to 15 questions, because 9th and 10th we discussed in the last class only. Okay, so this is the worksheet. See the question number 11, atomic mass of oxygen. So what is atomic mass of oxygen? Option 1, 16 AMU, 16 gram, 16 kilogram. Okay, so atomic mass of oxygen is 16 AMU, is it? What is atomic mass of oxygen? 16 AMU. Next question number 12, gram atomic mass of oxygen is what? What is gram atomic mass of oxygen? Option 16 AMU, 16 gram, 16 kilogram. So what is the answer, children? Think. Yes, option is C, 16 gram. Option is C, 16 gram. So when I am saying the answers, please mark these answers. Okay, you also can take pause the video. Okay, you can also pause the video and write in that time value or mark in that time value. Okay, so now next, 4 grams of oxygen contains how many number of moles? 4 grams of oxygen contain how many number of moles? Okay, so children, we know already relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16. It means what? It means 16 gram of oxygen contain 1 mole. Is it? 16 gram of oxygen contain 1 mole. If 16 gram of oxygen contain 1 mole, then 1 gram contain how many moles? 1 mole contain how many moles? If 16 gram oxygen contain 1 mole, then 1 gram contain 1 by 16 mole. 1 gram contain 1 by 16 mole. Then 4 grams contain 1 by 16 into 4. 1 by 16 into 4, that is 1 by 4. Answer is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means 0.25. Okay, 1 by 4 means 0.25. Okay, is it clear? 16 grams of oxygen contain 1 mole. Then 1 gram contain 1 by 16 mole. Then 4 grams contain 1 by 16 into 4, that is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means 0.25. Clear? Answer is 0.25. 14th one, answer is 0.25. Once 13th answer, children, relative atomic mass of oxygen. 13th one, relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16. 16, not 16 AMU, 16. Okay, relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16. 15th question, 10 grams of hydrogen means how many moles? 10 grams of oxygen. So 1 gram of oxygen, the relative atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Relative atomic mass of oxygen is 1. Then 1 gram contain 1 mole. Then 10 grams contain 10 moles. Is it? 1 gram contain 1 mole. Then 10 grams contain 10 moles. So Understood, children? Okay, so ninth one, I gave homework from 9th to 15th, is it? So once again, ninth question, total number of formula units in sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, NaCl, having Na plus and Cl minus, one positive formula unit and one negative formula unit. So total number of formula units in sodium chloride is 1 plus 1, 2. So ninth answer is 2. Option B, 2. Next, question number 10. Atomic mass unit can be expressed in terms of. Atomic mass unit can be expressed in terms of all. It also can be expressed as 1 Aston, 1 Dalton, 1 Avogram. It means all. Okay, so whenever you write answer of 10th one, don't write all and leave. Okay, you write Aston, Dalton, Avogram, all. Okay, so what all means? What all means? Aston, Dalton and Avogram, all three. So that all three option you have to write. Clear, children? Next, atomic mass of oxygen. Atomic mass of oxygen is 16 AMU. Gram atomic mass 16 gram. Relative atomic mass 16 A. 14th one, option A, 0.25, and 15th one, here option is 10. So that 10 answer not their option, there is some correction is there. You write A and make 1 as 10. Okay, okay, children, I hope you all completed on worksheet 1. Once again, all questions you write questions and correct options, write neatly in your notes. Once again, I will tell you, we have our first exam of this session starts from August 9. Okay, your first exam of this session starts from August 9, and you have to prepare well for this exam. That is, your syllabus is concept 1. You have to study completely concept 1, notes plus worksheet. Okay, don't think only worksheet, notes plus worksheet, complete notes you had to study concept 1 full plus worksheet also. Clear? So here we completed concept 1. Now today we are going to start concept 2. So please take your notes, all of you, your notes take out and give the today's date. Okay, today's date, then heading concept 2, heading concept 2, and write the concept name, stoichiometric calculations 1, stoichiometric calculations 1. Okay, stoichiometric calculations, first part is this one. Okay, so first part is calculations based on chemical equations are divided to 4 groups. So that groups are given. Before going to this, first let us know what is stoichiometric calculation. Stoichiometric means what? Stoichiometric means, first we will discuss. Okay, so now you can see, children, in your screen, stoichiometry means what? Stoichiometry is a section of chemistry that involves using relationships between reactants and products in a chemical reaction to determine desired quantitative data. So in Greek, stoichein means element and metron means measure. So stoichiometric literally translated means the measure of elements. Okay, children, reaction, chemical reaction. Okay, so chemical reaction. Okay, chemical reaction. In chemical reaction, elements, 2 more elements are combined to form the products. Is it? In chemical reaction, elements are combined to form the products. So the elements which are combined are known as reactants. The elements which are combined are known as reactants. Okay children, now here see N2HO4 and H2O2. These two are combined to give what? N2 plus H2O. Okay, N2H4 combined with H2O2. So N2H4 and H2O2 are known as reactants. Which are combining. Those elements or compounds are combining. They are known as reactants. So N2H4 and H2O2 are known as reactants because they are combining, and they gives what product? N2 and H2O. After they combine, what are the products? Form N2 and H2O. So these are known as products. So in a chemical reaction, this is what? This is a chemical reaction. So in the chemical reaction, two or more elements or compounds are combined to form products. So those elements or compounds which are combined, they are known as reactants. So reactants are present in which side? Left side. Okay, reactants are present in left side. Elements and compounds which are combining, they are known as reactants, and they are present in left side. And after combination, what they form, that is known as products. And products are in which side? Right side. Products are present in which side? Right side. So here what are the products? N2 and H2O are the products. So I think you understood about chemical reaction. What is chemical reaction? In a chemical reaction, two or more elements or compounds are combined to form products. Which elements and compounds are combining? They are known as reactants, and what they form are known as products. Okay. So once again, stoichiometry is a section of chemistry. It is one of the part of chemistry that involves using relationship between what? Reactants and products in a chemical reaction. Okay. Stoichiometry is one of the part of chemistry which involve using relationship between reactants and products. How reactants and products are related in a quantitative, okay, to determine quantitative data. Okay, means how many moles of reactants are combined to form how many moles of products, or what is the volume of the reactants are combined to form what volume of products. Okay, they also can be related by mass. What are the masses of the reactants combined to form what the mass of the products. So like this, in stoichiometric, we find the relationship between reactants and products in chemical reaction to get the desired quantitative data. Okay, so in the Greek, stoichein means what? Element, and metron means what? Measure. So in stoichiometry, literally it means what? Measure of elements. So children, please write down this, take your notes, give the side heading stoichiometry. Okay, give the side heading this stoichiometry. Okay, stoichiometry is the side heading give, and write this data full. What is this? This is a definition of stoichiometry. Concept 2 is stoichiometric calculations part 1. So before going to stoichiometric calculations, first you must know what is stoichiometry. So this is the data about stoichiometry. Write down. I am giving you 5 minutes time to write. Over, children? Completed? Okay, so I think all of you completed. Next we will move for next part. Okay, the term stoichiometry comes from what? Two Greek roots, that is stoichein, which means element, and since all chemical reactions involve the elements are what? Stoichein, and the measure is metron of those reactions is the outcomes. The process is called stoichiometry. Okay, stoichiometry is actually a combined word which obtained from two words. Okay, that means what? Measurement of elements. Write down this. Okay children, next, mole relationship. Okay, so children, this is our first page of our concept 2. Calculations based on chemical equations are divided into 4 types. In stoichiometric calculations, mainly there are 4 types of calculations. First is calculations based on mole relationship. Mole relationship. Okay, means in the chemical reaction, the reactants and the products, how they are related in terms of mole. Okay, in chemical reaction, reactants and products, how they are related in terms of mole, means how many moles of reactants are combined to give how many moles of products. That we discussed in calculations based on mole relationship. This is our first type. Okay, second type, calculations based on mass relationship. Mass relationship means what is the mass of the reactants are combined to give the what mass of products, means the reactants and products, they are related in terms of mass. How they related in terms of mass? What is the ratio of their masses of reactants and products? Okay, next, calculation based on mass volume relationship. Mass volume relationship. Okay, so here also reactants and products relation based on mass and volume. Next, fourth type is calculations based on volume relationship. Volume relationship. What is the volume of the reactants of chemical reaction are combined to give what volume of products in the chemical reaction, means the relation between reactants and products in terms of volume. Okay children, understood? So in stoichiometric calculations, mainly these 4 types we study: mole relationship, mass relationship, mass volume relationship, and volume relationship. These are the 4 types we study. Now one concept, one type calculations types we will study. Okay, so in this concept we are going to study calculations based on mole relationship. Okay, so let's see. In some calculations, if number of moles of reactants are given, then number of moles of products are calculated. If number of moles of products are given, then number of moles of reactants are calculated. Okay children, number of moles we already discussed. Chemical reaction, when the 2 or more elements or compounds are combined to form products. Okay, elements or compounds are combined to form products. So number of moles of reactants, reactant means those are combining, they are reactants. Which side present? Left side present. Okay, reactants are in which side of the chemical reaction? Left side. You can see children here. Okay, here you can see what is a chemical reaction. CaCO3, calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Okay, here it break down into CaO and CO2. In this, elements are not combining. Here in the left side you can see elements are not combining. Here calcium carbonate break down into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. The before one what example I gave, N2H4, okay, combined with H2O2 hydrogen peroxide and give N2 nitrogen and H2O water. Their elements compounds are combined to form the products. Is it? So how many moles of reactants are combined to give how many moles of product. If number of moles of reactants are given, then number of moles of products we can calculate. Or if number of products are given, then number of moles we can calculate. How? Because there will be a relationship, okay, ratios between the quantitative data of reactants and products, how they are related, in what ratios they are related in terms of moles, mass, volume. Clear? So now this is a concept in the mole relationship. Number of moles of reactant given, the number of moles of products we can find, and if number of moles of products given, the number of moles of reactants we can find in mole relationship. So now let's see how can we proceed here. In this calculation, there are some steps we have to follow. What are that steps? First one, first we have to balance the chemical equation. What chemical equation is given, that chemical, okay, the chemical equation what will be there, that will not be balanced, we have to balance it. So our first step is what? We have to balance the given chemical equation. Then second step is write the theoretical amount of reactants and products involved in the reaction. Theoretical amount means what is the number of moles of reactants are combined and what moles of products are formed. Okay, theoretical amount. Next, calculate the unknown amount of substance using unitary method. Okay, then we will go for calculation by use of unitary method. Okay, now see here one example is there. How many moles of calcium carbonate CaCO3 is required to produce 3 moles of carbon dioxide? Okay, how many? Here you can see calcium carbonate is present which side? Left side. It's a reactant. Calcium carbonate is a reactant present in left side. And what are the products? Calcium oxide CaO and calcium dioxide CO2, which are present in which side? Right side. Okay, so first we have to balance it. Okay, so after balancing we have to find the theoretical amount. Clear? So you can see 1 mole of calcium carbonate gives 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Is it? 1 mole of calcium carbonate gives 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Then 3 moles of carbon dioxide you have to produce. Okay, 3 moles of carbon dioxide is produced. Then how many moles of calcium carbonate is required? If 1 mole of calcium carbonate gives 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 3 moles of carbon dioxide is formed, then how many moles of calcium carbonate is required? So of course 3 moles are required. 3 moles calcium carbonate will give 3 moles of carbon dioxide. If 1 mole of calcium carbonate forms 1 mole of carbon dioxide, then 3 moles of calcium carbonate gives 3 moles of carbon dioxide. Once we will see one more example. Okay children, now you can see in this mole-mole relationship, use a balanced chemical equation to determine mole-mole relationship between any two substances. Children, remember this is a key thing. Okay, key step we can say. You can say the key step you must remember always. First thing is you have to balance. You have to balance chemical equation. Okay, whatever the chemical equation given, you have to balance it first. If you will not balance, you will not get the accurate values. Okay, so first thing is what? When the chemical equation what is given to you, first you have to balance it. Okay, So you see here N2H4 and H2O2 are combined to give N2NH2. Then after we balanced it, N2H4 plus 2H2O gives N2 plus 4H2O. So we balance it. Is it a balanced or not? One see, nitrogen, how many here? 2. And here how many nitrogen? 2. And here hydrogen, see here 4 plus 2 into 2, 4. 4 plus 4, 8. And here hydrogen, see 4 into 2, 8. Next, here oxygen, see 2 into 2, 4. Here oxygen, see 4O. Okay, so it is a balanced chemical equation. Now from this balanced chemical equation, once again I will explain you. Listen properly. What the equation is? What? N2H4 plus H2O2 combined to form N2 and H2O. Okay. Now next we have to balance it. Okay. Now you see here, is it balanced or not? Nitrogen how many? 2. Here nitrogen is how many? 2. Here hydrogen is how many? Here 4. And here 2 into 2, 4. So 4 plus 4, 8. Here hydrogen is what? 4 into 2, 8. Hydrogen also balance. Oxygen, see here 2 into 2, 4. 2 here and here 2. 2 into 2, 4. And here oxygen, see 4O. 4O. 4 moles of H2O means 4 moles of H2 and 4 moles of oxygen. Okay. So here 4, 4 equal. Now according to this equation, what we get? 1 mole of N2H4 gives 2 moles of combined with 2 moles of H2O2. 1 mole of, here what is there? Nothing means 1. 1 mole of N2H4 combined with 2 moles of H2O2. So what is the ratio of these elements combining? Compounds are combining. 1:2 ratio means 1 mole of H4 will be combined with 2 moles of H2O2. Next, 1 mole of N2H4 gives 1 mole of N2. N2H4, 1 mole of N2H4 is required to produce 1 mole of nitrogen. 1 mole of N2H4 is required to produce 1 mole of nitrogen. Next, 1 mole of N2H4 gives 4 moles of H2O. Yes, see, 1 mole of N2H4 gives 4 moles of H2O. Okay, 1:4. 1 mole of N2H4 gives 4 moles of H2O. 2 moles of H2O2 gives 1 mole of N2. 2 moles of H2O2 gives 1 mole of N2. Next, 1 mole of N2 gives 4 moles of H2O. 1 mole of N2, here 1:4 ratio. 1 mole of nitrogen is combined, 1 mole of nitrogen is produced and 4 moles of water is produced. Products, okay, in this products ratios, 1 mole of nitrogen is produced and 4 moles of water is produced. H2O is produced. Clear, children? So here what? In the mole-mole relationship, first thing is you have to balance the given chemical equation. Once you will balance the chemical equation, you can find easily the moles relationship. Means how many moles of reactants are formed to give how many moles of product. Suppose if one we will make it unknown, suppose here X H2O2 if I will write, we can find out the value of X also, because of getting a certain relationship between reactants and products. Okay, children, in the next class we will do some calculations on this mole-mole relationship, then it will be more clear than this. Okay, so this is for today. Today's is a recorded class, but next class surely will be the live class only. Okay, so once again I will tell you, you have your first exam of this session from August 9 and your syllabus is concept 1 with your worksheet 1. So completely concept 1 and worksheet 1 you have to practice. Start practicing. Okay, This is for today. Thank you.